Okay, this is the third in the series, looking at replacing pilots in groups and also disbanding. So once again, I'll just have a look at Chichijima, and I've got two groups here of similar plane types. I want to move my planes and pilots from this group into this group. This will allow me eventually to use this group here to train pilots, but not for another 120 days. So what I'm going to do is just disband the group. So disband the group, hit yes, reform in 120 days. I want the group to come back because then I can fill it with new pilots and then start training again. So I've clicked yes. We're back to our original group here, which only had one plane in it originally. Now has 49 pilots and 49 planes. So okay, I'm just going to reset this scenario and do another method. Okay, this is method number 2. This time we have two dissimilar groups. We can't disband from one group into another if they're of different type of plane or if they're of different nationalities. Well, not nationalities, but Army or Navy, as for the Japanese case. So what we're going to do here is we're going to disband this group again, hit disband. The dialogue is a little bit different here, asking us whether we want to send all our planes and pilots to the pools. We do. Reform the group in 120 days. Yes, we do. So that group has disappeared off the map for 120 days. If we go to our reserve pool and then click on our reserve, we'll note that we've got all of these fighter pilots now ready to be placed into groups. It might take a day or two for them to filter through though. Okay, I'm going to pause again and reset for another take. Okay, the next method is using ships to allow us to do what we want. So we form a new task force. We're going to get a transport task force. And I'm just going to get some cargo space, so we use one of these. Okay, I'm going to load troops, and in this case I'm going to load the 48, the larger group, verify the load, accept the load, and then what I'm going to do is unload that group straight away. What this will do is place the fighter group back onto Chichijima, but many of them, well, all of them will be damaged initially, but some of them will repair over the course of this next turn. I'll just run the turn and show you what I mean. Okay, turn's been run, so I'm going to go check on my airfield. One thing to remember though is when you are loading and unloading plane groups, the ship needs to be an AK, and also the air group has to be from an unrestricted command. So because they're claws, they repair pretty quickly, and in this case repaired very, very quickly. So I have 32 ready. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fly these planes off to another base, and with this group here I'm going to disband it because this is a fragment. As we can see, the /1 there. We disband this, and what it does is it puts 16 damaged planes into this group, and we've got 17 pilots. Now obviously that was probably not the best example to show you, but if you muck around with it enough, you'll find that you'll be able to only get a couple of planes repaired the next turn, and then you'll be able to put most of your planes into the other group. Anyway, so this allows us now to go to our first group up here and fly it to a base where we can load up more planes, more pilots, and do more training. Okay, and I'm just going to pause again and show you the last. Okay, the last method is basically upgrading and downgrading. So instead of using shipping to create damaged planes, we would basically downgrade this 0 group to Claudes, and in this case it's not going to let me upgrade them now because I don't have a HQ available at this base. But what that would do is basically take us back to the step in the previous method where most of them would be damaged. We'd fly that group off again,